What are the 3 qualities of a good social media administrator? Finding someone in your business to help you with your online activities can sometimes be a tough process. For many of our clients and prospects, the toughest challenge they face is just knowing what they need to look for in a social media administrator. My advice is that you start by identifying someone that possesses these 3 qualities. Number 1, how long have they been engaged in social networking and or social media channels? It's not always necessary for the person that you choose to be your social media administrator to be the most social media savvy person that you can find, but we strongly recommend that you find someone who has some involvement with at least one social media site. Social media is a communications tool used to build relationships, and while that quality of being a relationship builder is really important, it is ill-advised to put the responsibility of social media administrators on someone that is completely unfamiliar with the tools that they will be using to build those relationships. Ideally, you want someone in your business that will be that has been building your online relationships on social media sites for at least 2 years. Ask your potential social media administrator if they're willing to share links to their profiles. And it would be a good idea to look them over for professional activity. If your social media administrator spends more time talking about their Friday parties and dropping F-bombs frequently, think twice. The second quality you're looking for, your social media administrator should be familiar with any of the restrictions or the limitations on social media activities that might impact your industry. Every business and organization is not the same. So the one-size-fits-all social media strategy is generally a bad idea. If you're a nonprofit, your social media administrator should have a working knowledge of the kind of communications restrictions that nonprofits have traditionally dealt with. If you operate in a regulated industry, such as a pharmaceutical, tobacco, alcohol, finance, insurance, or a host of others, it would be a good idea to find a social media administrator who has significant experience in your industry and understands any limitations or restrictions that you may have to cope with. The third quality is that your social media administrator should be interested in new opportunities. If social media is a new venture for your business, you will need a social media administrator that looks forward to being challenged. Not only are you asking the social media administrator to build relationships with customers, prospects, and vendors in new ways, you're also asking them to explore new social media networks. That can be an especially daunting challenge with the constant changes that existing social media sites go through on a regular basis. What is true today can change tomorrow, and those changes can have a significant impact on your social media efforts, specifically focused at business. Just look at the changes that Facebook made to their fan page timelines. You will need to have a social media administrator that will be aware of such changes and will also be on the lookout and willing to evaluate the next rising star of the social media. For example, your social media administrator will need to know if Pinterest is a network that could be useful for your business. In summary, the social media administrator should be someone that is a relationship builder with experience in your industry and at least a personal involvement in using social media. They should enjoy new challenges and be able to see the role of a social media administrator for what it is, an exciting opportunity to become a leader in your business. As for you, the person selecting the social media administrator, your SMA needs to know that you are committed to supporting them. You are asking them to take on an important role in your business, so be sure that you acknowledge their contribution. We can't tell you what the incentive should be, only that you should work with your SMA to figure out what you want out of their performance and then reward them when they achieve those goals.